everybody. I want to welcome you back to the soapbox. I wanted to post this really short video right quick, just explaining something. A hashtag that I use on social media is God dependent. I'm not independent and I'm not dependent. I am God dependent. And what that means is I live by faith and not by sight. I trust God to provide the things that I need. And of course, He has empowered me with gifts and talents to work jobs, to acquire income. But even when I get that income, of course, I tithe. But then I ask God, how do I use this money? What is it for? There have been things that I have wanted, that I have had the money for. But instead of just going to buy it because I could, I trusted God to show me the route to that thing. There have been things that I've had to sacrifice and go without that I wanted really, really, really badly. And at the time, it may have felt unfair. Like, well, God, why can't I have yada, yada, yada? I should be able to have. I could go get it myself. But the beautiful thing about being a child of God is He takes care of you. He provides for you according to His riches. That means you don't always have to open your pocketbook in order to get what you need. And He is that faithful. So I want to encourage you to embrace God dependence. Meaning, don't depend on your emotions or your friends to be there to hold you up. Don't depend on the medicine or the drugs of the world to help you be all right. Don't depend on your job or your parents to look after you. Don't depend on money to make things happen. Depend only on the one who breathes His breath from His nostrils directly into your lungs. Depend on Him, because the word says, man will not live on bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. The word also tells us, don't worry about what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, where you're going to sleep. Don't worry about that. Just seek ye first the kingdom. Wake up so excited to be God's child that you forget you even have to eat. And watch how fast the refrigerator fills up. And I'm not saying this as some crazy, supernatural, prophetic, prosperity teacher. I don't believe in most of that stuff. But I can say this as a child of God who has experience with God. His track record is impeccable. There have been times I've had to sacrifice for His name's sake. There have been times He has called me to give up or give away a certain thing for His name's sake. And not one time have I ever given up anything for God that He has never given it back. Every single time I give, He gives it right back. A real short testimony as I end this video. A few weeks ago, I had a very, very, very short an unproductive week of work. I made $35 for an entire week's worth of work, and I had $35, and so Spirit of the Lord laid it on my heart. So $20, and so I did. I put the 20 in the offering. I put the 20 in the offering. Didn't worry about it. The very next week, $200 came to me. You cannot beat God-given. It may seem small to you, but that was big to me. On a week when I didn't make no money and God found a way to get $200 to me that I barely had to do anything for, I'm grateful. That's how He works. He's a good and perfect Father who knows how to give good and perfect gifts. The trouble is His children are too independent to ask, to wait, to seek, and to knock. But I want to encourage you, when you ask, He's going to answer. When you seek, you're going to find. If you knock, that door will be open to you. So I encourage you today, get out of your independent woman, independent man syndrome. Stop being dependent, codependent, and all these other dependencies we pick up. Stop it. Let's choose today, right now, to be God dependent, because it is He who lives in us. And He who lives in us is greater than anything in this earth, including your money. All right? Have a wonderful, wonderful evening.